I need to be clear. I want Tony Michelle Braxton to be exact, off of Braxton Family Values because she is irrelevant on her own show. I mean, yeah, I had to put on CarMax because I got tired of licking my lips. With that being said, I want her off the show. Mainly because I like Tony, but she gives me this energy that she's bigger than her sisters, which I don't like. I mean, I understand that she feel like her sisters have been riding on her coattails all her career, but Tony, that is your fault. If you don't want your sisters to be your background singers, you don't want them coming on tour with you, then you should never let them do that. And as a result, they've been riding on your coattails all your career because you let them. That is why. I'm sure Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, and Tamar would have been fine, or if they wasn't fine, they would have gotten over it. It's been years since you first came out. They wouldn't have carried that grudge that long. I don't think. I will hope not. So why do you feel that you don't really need to be tied to your sisters as much now that you're on this show? Because it's getting to a point where you're becoming irrelevant on your own show. And it's nobody's fault but your own. Because you barely own a goddamn show. And let's just be clear. I need to be clear. Nobody watches the show for Tony Michelle Braxton. I don't watch the show for Tony Michelle Braxton. I watch the show for Tamar. I watch the show for Tawanda. I watch the show for Tracy. And I watch the show for Trina. I don't watch it for Tony Braxton. Because Tony doesn't really even have a personality that is captivating. I feel like all the sisters have more of a captivating personality than Tony. But looking at today's episodes, I really had to come on here and be clear because I'm getting fed up with a fan of BFV, Braxton Family Values. Miss Evelyn Braxton, she wants to get married. They're going around looking at dresses. She's really not even playing a part in planning her own wedding. She's being very passive and submissive. The girls are getting frustrated. Blase squaze. Tony isn't there. Nowhere to be found. Where the fuck is she at? I have no idea. Do we want her there? It's getting to a point where we don't. But that's neither here nor there. The first time I watched the episode tonight, I came in at 30 minutes, and then I watched the first half of the show, and really, I just really want to talk about. I think it was wrong for Evelyn. I think deep down inside, she knew that she didn't really want to get married. I think that I kind of think she wants to get married, but then she don't, just be going through all the stresses of getting married. I really don't know, but I feel like she knew what she was doing the whole time. I feel like she never really she didn't really want to look at wearing dresses. She really don't even know what she wants. Or maybe she wants to get married, but don't want nobody involved, because after involving her daughters, it's like, seems to me, that she's making a mistake, which is why she chose to just call it all off. But that's just too damn much. And then like the sisters were saying, how are you going to tell this to everybody who booked planes, flights, hotel stays, and all of that? How are you going to tell this to your fiance that you postponing the wedding? Like, when you only had like a month's worth of time for a deadline. I don't get it. But pushing all that to the side, the main thing I want to talk about in reference to Tony Michelle Braxton and her being irrelevant on the show, because they were like playing and say like, we should sing a song for mommy on her wedding day. It would be our wedding gift to her. We should all do it. I'm like, okay, fuck all that, because we all know Tony Michelle Braxton isn't going to do it. Tony Michelle Braxton isn't going to do anything with her sisters other than the show. She wasn't at the Soul Train Awards with them. She didn't really want to do the sister retreat because she was never there. And then she don't present with them. And then on the BET Awards, what pissed me off was like when they sung the Lord's Prayer, she felt like, it seemed to me she felt like she was too good to sing it. So she wanted to be like, what is it, the leader or the orchestra, whatever that term is. Like, she wasn't really singing. I'm like, okay, y'all are the Braxtons. Not Tony and the Braxtons, not Tony Braxton and the Braxtons, but the Braxtons. That's how y'all introduce yourself. So if y'all was gonna come out and sing the Lord's Prayer, you should have been singing it. And now when they said that like all the sisters gonna do, I'm like, Tony not gonna do that. She really ain't. And I'm like, but why? This is supposed to be the Braxton family values. If you don't want to be a part of your show no more, don't be a part of it no more. Who's gonna miss you? I most certainly won't. It just annoyed me because like I like Tony, but like the shit that the kind of shit that she been displaying, like I'm not here for it. I'm not checking for it. I'm not feeling it. I can't get with it, and I don't want to get with it. I just want your ass off the show if you feel like that, because we all know Tamar is like the star of the show. And if not other individual sisters, but mainly it's Tamar's show. And that's probably why Tony act the way she do, but I don't know. I don't give a damn. Tony, get it together or hit the bench. I don't give a fuck. But I did like tonight's episode. I did like seeing the sisters perform the Lord's Prayer. Like they perform their own rendition of it instead of like the traditional way. I did enjoy that. Can't wait till the next episode because Tamar and Tony are going to get into it. And I understand where Tony's coming from because like Vince really ain't doing shit with Tony. Like he's focused on Lady Gaga, mindless behavior, and I think he's working with the OMG girls as well. So he ain't got time for old washed up Tony. I don't want to call her washed up. I don't believe anybody's washed up. But he ain't checking for her ass. I mean, it's like Tony, like you acting like you the diva of the show, but really you're about as irrelevant as rice cakes to the food pyramid. Ain't nobody checking for you. Rice cake, bitch, get that shit out of here. Hit the bench. And that's how we feel about you, Tony, at this point of the series. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out. With that being said, I kind of like I said, I understand where Tony's coming from. I really don't even see why Tamar would get mad. Like, if your husband is doing a shitty job and your sister is complaining about it, there's really like no way for you to chime in. Like if anything, you should be confronting Vince as to why he's not doing what he's supposed to do as Tony's manager. And another thing, I don't understand how like one person can manage all these different acts. I really don't. But I don't know. Mindless behavior, they blowing the fuck up. OMG girls, I really don't see them having like a substantial future in the music industry. Lady Gaga is a fucking star. Tony Braxton is a waning star, but I think she does have the potential to like get back to where she was. Because if Mary old ass can stay relevant all these years, and Monica can make it out of the 90s after all these years, Tony Braxton, there's no reason why you can't either. But that's all I'm gonna say on this video. Nothing comes on Fridays, so I won't be talking about shit on Friday. And I'm about to watch the Jersey Shore after I shower and after I shit, and I ain't gonna do no review on that, I can already tell, but still. That's all I want to talk to y'all about today. Check out my headphones, you know. These ain't Beats, but these, like, they good. They're a good substitute. They're better than them fucking, them foam earphones. And I don't like, no, headphones, and I don't like earphones either. But, you know, these are pretty good. They cover the ear. They look good. They match the my phone case. But, you know, got some nice little situation working out. But anyway, I'm rambling. Peace, love, and happiness. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at VicChambliss. And tweet me now following VicChambliss so I can follow your ass back. Like this video. Comment this video. Y'all have just wrote the Maverick. Peace.